Hello, my name is Shawnice Hunt.
Hi, my name is Brannon Hunt. Welcome to our 30th Vow
Vow
Renewal.
Renewal. My wedding day was a beautiful one, I would say from start to finish. Just being in that moment with people that we have known for so many years, along with those that we've kind of met along the way, was an incredible experience.
It's an overview of our ceremony. God did it. Everything that we wanted, the vision that we had for married couples and singles to get out of it was seeing everybody just having a great time, knowing that you can be a Christian and do things the right way and still have fun. One of the things that I appreciate about my wife now that I didn't before, definitely how much she brought to the table. I understand how much she loved me. Getting married at 19, you take a lot of things for granted. The little small things, the smiles and the little things that most people probably wouldn't pay attention to. The joy, pushing me to be better, is doing all the little things that a wife should do. Never tearing down, but always building me up, making me always be seen, never questioning or putting herself before me, and vice versa.
Something that I admire about Vernon now that I did not appreciate so much 30 years ago was his ability to move slow and take that steady pace. Growing up, I was always on the go. Everything was fast paced, move, 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 move. And Vernon is extremely different. We struggled in the beginning with that because, he just didn't move fast enough for me. But I recognize now that he taught me how to slow down, smell the roses, enjoy the moment, live in this time, and not just, get through life so quickly. So I'm very thankful now that I take time out with him. And when I move a little too fast, and because of him moving slow, I'm able to reset and walk that pace with him and really take a moment to just enjoy life together.
So how did it feel to share those moments with family and friends? Overjoy, exciting, beating all the odds, just sharing what we always do for each other. And that was the love that we have for each other and letting other people kind of into our lives.
Each moment I would reflect and say it was the unity of us all working together, and we were completely ready to walk out and see my husband for the first time. Even though we've been married for 30 years, we wanted that experience of what would it be like of him seeing me for the first time dressed as his bride. And I remembered having the door open. I couldn't see him. He couldn't see me. And I remembered saying to him outside the door, "Are you ready?" And just peeking around that corner and seeing his face and watching him smile completely melt my heart the same way it did when we first met. It was a beautiful, beautiful experience.
I know you got married, but did you die? The Apostle Paul gives us a blueprint of a kingdom marriage in Ephesians 5:21-33, of how a man and a wife are to love one another. I won't read the entire text, but I just want to remind you that today my message is for the kingdom marriages. Marriage is a replication of Christ in his bride, the church. When we are aligned, a kingdom marriage is a powerful threat against the kingdom of darkness. In the text, Paul tells us the couple submit yourselves to one another in the fear of God. There we have two main ingredients in the kingdom marriage: submission to one another and fear of God. He explains that the husband is the head of the wife as Christ is the head of the church. He tells the wife to be subject to her husband in all things. Both again are submitted to the Lord out of fear. I believe that's important because when the head is out of order, the entire body suffers. Listen, for too long, men have been strategically removed from their rightful positions as the head of the home and the leader of their family. Paul says, husbands, love your wives, just as Christ also loved the church and gave himself for her. Again, I won't read the full text, but it's important to note that the love that he's describing is sacrificial. It's not selfish. Consider the weight of these words because we are talking about kingdom marriages today. Paul elaborates that the husband should sacrifice in order to sanctify his bride by the washing of the water by the word.
Well, Vernon and Shawneet's, even though y'all have already kissed a couple of times, Vernon, you may now kiss your bride of 30 years. All right, I now introduce to you for the second time after 30 years, Mr. and Mrs. Vernon Hunt.
The day went so fast. It was like we wish we could just be a fly on the wall watching it all happen because it was so much to take in. But it felt so good. I felt in the moment. I had fun at my own wedding. I danced, I laughed, I enjoyed. All in all, at the end, Vernon and I both looked at each other and said it was absolutely worth it. All the planning, all the meetings, all the money, all the sacrifice. It was all worth it, and we're glad that we waited 30 years to be able to do this.
Seeing all the love, the family, our friends, everybody coming together, celebrating us and seeing the tears and just seeing everything come together as we was nervous and excited and just seeing all the hard work that we had put in and just enjoying the moment of get ready to celebrate our day.
In our next chapter, I'm looking forward to a simpler life of just loving each other, reflecting on the past and all the things that God has brought us through, while honestly just being able to be a support for others, kind of leaving a legacy for marriages to come and families to come through what God has done in our lives. So just really, again, back to just slowing down and enjoying, reflecting on all that God has done and enjoying each other for the next 30 plus years.